There you go. We'll go fuck up that 5k and then go immediately to their capital, which isn't their capital because we've already got their capital. They're sailing ships all the way up. Of course they are, yeah. They're sailing it right over the Renault. Interesting. There you go. That's a thing. I didn't actually know you could actually sail all the way up. I thought you could only get up, like, so far up into the Volantis, but not all the way up. There you go. Learned something new about the game. Does make sense. Definitely makes sense, but, still. Where did that 4K come from? Yeah, there you go. Now let me storm it. There's only 1,000 guys in here, for Christ's sake. We'll ask his family along and butcher most of them because the less of them are alive, the better. I think. What does he get? Yeah, he gains the high city of the Lord Forest. Which is all of that. So, his ship will be exiled, and we need to... Yeah, I'm just gonna murder most of his family to have less claimants against my son. It may seem cruel, and it is, but, Yep. There you go, that merges it, John's thing into that, which is nice. He might have some clashes with the other Starks over these bits of land that are technically supposed to be his, but I may actually give that to them. Go via cheats. So when I say via cheats, in my head, I'm going over there and telling them this is what's happening, because I am evil and a tyrannical overlord. They will do what I say, or face the fucking consequences. Alright, anyway, that is basically it for war for quite a while. I don't want to push any further south into Essos. That's kind of like our entire territory secured. There you go. But yeah, that's basically the entirety of what I had envisioned for the power of the North. Other than connecting my borders like that over to Old Tones, just that entire bit there. So the Bay of Iron Man Bay and everything is all secured. I don't want to push further into the west, but that region, and Old Town, Old Stones, sorry, ideally. All so just to connect our borders together and make it look nice. I have no interest in pushing further south. Mir and Volantis can keep fighting each other, and the Free City of Volantis as well can keep fighting each other. I don't particularly give a shit about them. No interest in Slavers Bay. We're all over the east. We're already doing that with Baleares, so I have no interest in pushing over there. I might like conquer the Dothraki Sea at some point, but we'd never be able to hold it. The Dothraki would just fracture, and that would be the end of that. I say that though. We are currently like slowly gaining and losing sections of Dothraki land here and there. It's very hard to hold on to. It fluctuates too much. But yeah, that's that is basically the Kingdom Empire thing set up. What I would like, I'd like to control that island. I'd like to control Driftmark. I'd like to control Tarth. that there. I like control rough rock. Basically, all the little islands and everything. All of the step stones as well. Maybe nick lease off of them. Just like gain all those islands as like trading posts and everything to connect all my guys up with ports all along the narrow sea, so that our economy is booming, which it already is. Kind of pretty good economy. But yeah, we are nearing the end of what we can do, I believe, when it comes to this series. I'm not sure how long we can drag it out for. I mean, as it stands, the Starks in the south are very, very weak. It may get to the point where the Kingdom of the North, the Starks of the North, the real Starks, have to go south to King's Landing and strike control. If it falls out of Stark hands, we will march south and take King's Landing and secure it for ourselves. Just in the interests of peace and, you know, continued Stark supremacy over the basically the known world. Because look at this. It'll look something like this at the end of it. Ah! Fucking USB port's disconnected again. There you go. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm gonna have to go fix that. I'll try and figure out what the fuck that is. It's gonna be the one wire that is plugged into my extension USB port thingy. Because that is what was fucking up with my microphone. I don't know what the hell is disconnecting now, but before, it was my microphone disconnecting, which was causing the whole game to just go fucked. But yeah. At the end of this series, the map may well look something like this. And maybe we'll take Volantis and everything if they keep fighting each other. Just to have, you know, all of Westeros and all of Essos under our control. We won't push any further that way. But yeah, that would be like the ultimate Stark campaign, and having conquered basically everything and being unstoppable at that point. I mean, we're already unstoppable. Most of the series has been me just causing problems for myself by planting claimants and knowing that they're probably going to bite me in the ass later on. I mean, I left these idiots in the south hoping that they'd be a threat. They haven't been anywhere near as big of a threat as I'd feared, but they have given us some battles. If I hadn't done that and I've just kept the Iron Throne, this series would have been a hell of a lot shorter. Anyway, we'll skip forward. Something interesting is bound to happen. It usually does. Hopefully, I don't have to skip too far forward. Given the age of Roderick the Knight, we'll likely skip forward to Brandon's rule, since we're getting a bit old anyway. So yeah, moving on. Hey guys, we've skipped ahead a little bit. We're a bit older, still kicking around, still doing a bunch of tourneys here and there. My son, or my grandson, should I say? You may notice he's like inherited deep blue eyes, which is weird because his half brother, who just offered to go to the Night's Watch, which I accepted to get rid of him, also has deep blue eyes, and the priest has deep blue eyes. On the other hand, Cregan has, by the looks of it, I'm not sure if he has. The moment of truth will be when I like change his hairstyle. It's hard to tell when it's that short. But I'm not sure if he has his mother's hair. Here, his mother's hair's darker. I'm pretty sure he has his mother's hair. But also the flints, they have like the flints going back. It's hard to tell because he's so fucking squinty, but a lot of them have like blue eyes as well. Some of them have green and black, but the more recent ones have had blue eyes. So it is entirely possible that he is legit. He's inherited his mother's hair and his possibly her eyes. Yeah, the eyes would be explained through the flints in theory, maybe. I don't know. It scares me a little that it's got exactly the same eye color as the priest that was screwing. Yeah. On the other hand, he's kind of got the same nose and the same hair as his father. almost the same chin, I think. It's definitely not his chin or his nose, is it? Or is it? It's bloody hard to tell, really, it is. Usually I go by the eyes and the hair, but at the same time, CK2 is far from reliable when it comes to this thing. It can pick up traits from, like, fucking 3 generations back, which is entirely possible. I cannot investigate his legitimacy. I don't know. For now, he's offering to go on a tour across the sea, so I'm inclined to let him go do that. And let him do as he wants. So yeah, Cregan will bugger off and go do that. If he dies, we'll look for a new heir. And we won't have any questions about his legitimacy. And hopefully we'll get... Actually, she is pregnant, so we might have a son by her. In which case, we might look into replacing our Cregan as our heir. Anyway, we'll skip forward. I'll keep you up to date with the tour and what's happening. Okay, I'm beginning to, is him taking after his father like son, going over to his foreign tour and ending up sleeping with a princess? There seems to be a pattern emerging. He is related to him. He was raised by him. That doesn't exactly mean anything. But, you know, that's interesting. Where's he at, exactly? All the way over in fucking thingy again, yeah. Not that far, actually, from where... Yeah, it's actually further east than his father went. Alleged father. I'm pretty sure... I'm on the fence, because those eyes could very well be from the Flint line. Because they all have... like, the majority of them all have blue eyes. So it could very well be a Flint trait. And I mean, I didn't notice the priest thing until the, like, way during the second birth. I mean, there was a large gap between when he was conceived and when the you know, when the other shit happened, when the brother was conceived. Well, not really. It was like a year's gap, I suppose. It's very much on the fence. I'm gonna have to do some digging. See what happens. On the bright side, we do have a new grandson, Prince Edric, who's inherited the strong trait from his mother. We know that is then completely legit. Inferior. There's no way she screwed somebody else, right? That's not happening, right? Right? Nah, that's not happening. I highly doubt that. No way. Anyway, the downside is that he's got R'hllor, but I'm confident I can tutor that out of him, hopefully. Anyway, we'll skip ahead, see what else happens on his little trip. He might stumble and fall on a stick or something. Ooh, that does remind me, actually. If we go... How is that kid? Ah, he's dead. Oh, I thought we might have a line of bastard Starks over in New Gears. Apparently not. Oh well, moving on. Okay, guys, I had to wait a bit. We're playing in the reign of King Brandon, the whatever the hell number that is. Like one of the billionth Brandons. Roderick the Knight died of just natural death. I gave him the Knight trait after he died, just because, yeah, he's a knight. Knight is kind of like a joke among the people since he jousted so much, but, you know, he wasn't actually a knight. I converted back to the local religion, which did cost me a bit of prestige, but with the amount of uprisings and shit that fucking happens, I've got so much prestige. Like, I got it back instantly, basically, with all the fucking liberation factions that pop up that I have to go kill, which is very boring. Yeah. He has declared that my son is a bastard with an illicit affair between another man. Yes, they demand that I denounce. And I'm not entirely convinced. Like I said, it could be from the... He's kind of got the same hair as his mother, which doesn't exactly prove anything. He could have got the blue eyes from the Flints, because the Flints have it. But look, if I go to his bastard brother, who has exactly the same eyes, And then we go to the bastard brother's father, who has exactly the same eyes and the black hair. I don't think it's the same hair. I think the hair is from the mother, but it's just too convenient. I wouldn't. So yeah, we're just going to. Yeah, sadly, I'm sure they're right. We're just going to do that, and then Prince Edric, the strong, can inherit. So there you go. That makes Edric my heir. Edric the Strong. If we go, where is he'll be like? Yeah, there you go. Disinherited me. No. Yeah, well, you're a little bitch. You're a drunkard and, you know, not exactly great, so... He's also, he came back from his trip overseas with some weird-ass fucking yai-tai bollocks. So, his weird hunchback inbred kid also went a bit weird. So, yeah, yeah, that's that basically. I'm happy that that dodges a bullet, I think, a rather large bullet. And what's going on? I mean, that's it. There's some rebellions popping up here and there, but meanwhile in the south, by the way, one of the bastards who inherited, he died of a period of illness, so now we've got an 8-year-old kid in charge of the south. I have a feeling this series is going to end when the Sunset Starks march south and secure the rest of Westeros, because the southern branch of House Stark has just gone to shit. They're weak. They keep rising up in rebellions and everything. Not that we can really talk, seeing we are constantly having issues with rebellions. The Kingdom of the Sunset Islands is actually a thing. And we have begun to spread out, like, all over this joint. Which is screwing with my... It's getting very close to my my vassal limit, to be honest. The Ibbenese line of Starks is a bit dodgy. I've married my daughter to keep the line going. But yeah, we'll skip forward. There's fuck all happening, so yeah, there you go. I'm getting very tired of CK2 again. Mainly because how we record. Because of me sitting around for like 2 hours, skipping past crap that's really boring and like nothing fucking happens. And, you know, I could sit here for like 5 hours and only get like 40 minutes of footage recorded. It's really very boring to do, but anyway. We'll move on, see how many parts we can get out of this series before I decide to call it quits and end it on some note of varying description. I mean, I could set up a Starkfire rebellion and say that they rose up to get Cregan back in charge, but we'd just annihilate it. It wouldn't really matter. And it'd feel kind of cheap forcing it to do that, because the Starkfires wouldn't they wouldn't rise up like that. Especially since the current one that controls Bravos doesn't actually yeah, they're like not even really closely fucking related, to be honest. It is weird. How many of the Starkfires are there? There are 27 of them. And there are 96 of us. Family tree's a bit fucked there. Alright, yeah, we'll skip forward, see what happens. Hey guys, fucking Cregan, my bastard son, I suppose. Yeah, well he is. We've disinherited him, but he is. He's done a claim on my shit. And he's down in Volantis. I don't know where the hell he's gonna spawn, but we'll see where he goes, and that'll be that. He's taking side with rebels? Who? Yeah, you'll suffer the consequences, you little bitch. I have his weird daughter, who I shall imprison. His inbred hunchback daughter. It's proof that his offspring are cursed by the gods. That, and he's a heretic, so, you know. Definitely cursed by the gods. And now he's over here. Wow, he teleported fast, didn't he? He appears to be fucking off up here. Rally all that. I have to go over here and deal with all these since we don't need these guys rallied. It is the downside to going and clicking on just like rally all banners and then we end up with this. I have to go around and make sure we've not got this wasteful amount of crap going on. What's going on here? Fucking liberation revolts. Really? Really? Liberation revolts? Even if you succeed, you've got an entire fucking empire ready to destroy you at a moment's notice. Interesting to see where he lands. The AI usually, yeah, lands around in the mountains. That's fine, I suppose. Send those guys over to Kingsgrove, and we'll move in. 23rd of July. 23rd of July. Let's put someone with Organizer inside of this. Do we have anyone with Organizer? For fuck's sake. Once again, I find myself having to go to special titles to assign commanders. Preferably someone with the Organizer trait. We're not going to have anyone, are we? Absolutely no one in my fucking thing is going to have the Organizer trait. Why? For reasons. Actually, I'll tell you what we can do. Disband. And then rise them there. That saves us a lot of time. Alright, Brandon. Let's do this. I'm coming for you, kid. This will be the end of him. What is his duel like? It's going to end up with me and him fighting a battle out, and he's going to kill me because he's a better swordsman. His inbred kid died in my dungeons. I have no regrets! Chase him down. He's a traitor to his own people. I'm hoping for some kind of epic duel between father and son. Okay. I doubt it will give me that, though. Unfortunately not. Alright, now we just have to wait for him to show up again. Of which he's got more ships. Ah, right, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about a another submod that we're sort of Para's working on, which is that guy who just said 9 penny, who is now spamming me. But we'll turn it off in a minute, but I may as well tell you about it, because it's a mod we're doing for Hot Seat with the 9 Kings, which is a Hot Seat that I would actually bother playing, because we've never played that before. It would be an interesting little scenario to do. And we likely do the same kind of thing with uploading one turn every time I play it, so... You've got that series to look forward to, eventually, with a 9 Kings Hot Seat, which will be interesting. And also the sub-mod that you can play when it's made, which won't be done for a while. But yes, that's something to look forward to. I'm just gonna tell Para that I'm busy and turn off Steam, but like I usually do when I record. There you go. I completely forgot I hadn't turned Steam fucking overlay thingy off. Anyway, here comes Cregan's host to his death, as usual. He wants to bet there's like 2 billion different fucking shit problems that I have to deal with elsewhere. We already know there's a liberation faction. What the hell's going on with that? Why is there one wildling thing that's independent? What gibberish is this game, But yes, that's when the autosave is finished, we'll go down. Ugh, let's fucking pause it. Being a right bitch. Yeah, look, 12... Oh, no, he's winning it, good. Liberation of the Iron Isles at fucking 88%. Soul killed, soul smash. Fucking annoying. Son of a bitch is what this is. Fuck it to hell. Alright, we're gonna have to deal with this, and I'm gonna have to go deal with the fucking Iron Isles revolt bollocks. As if I would ever let them just... Oh, we revolted. That's that then. Oh yeah. Yeah. We're just gonna do nothing about that, right? Right. Yeah. Sure. Right. If there's a liberation faction, I should immediately, as the guys of Liege, be dragged into the battle. At no point should the fucking Emperor be completely unable to assist in this war. I can't even, like, offer to join the war of my own bloody vassal. It's fucking ridiculous. This is why I hate factions being, my banners being in any way independent, because they're shit. Cregan is not the brightest, but fucking apple in the bunch. Look at him, he's just land and die. Right. I captured him. There you go. I like to think we met in combat and I beat him, and then, you know, imprisoned the fucker. And we shall banish him to the Night's Watch. To go over with his brother, actually. His brother's at the Night's Watch. Alright, now let me join you. Ugh, fucking ridiculous bollocks. More liberation of Norvos. Huh. The Westeros is actually helping the Tauren over in Norvos. That's interesting. See, I can actually go fight those guys. Can I go fight? Yeah, I can. I'm pretty sure I can go actually sail over there and kill them, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm hostile to them. I don't know. We'll deal with it. We've dealt with it before. We'll deal with it again. His adventure thing fucks off now that he's in the Night's Watch, right? He's not just gonna appear back. I could have just executed him, since it doesn't actually show him as my son. And we don't actually believe that he is my son. But I think there's a lingering doubt in the back of Brandon's mind as to whether or not, you know, he did raise him. You know, so... Send him off to the Night's Watch. If he rebels again, we'll kill him. But, it is what it is. My brother Robert will keep an eye on the bastard. Both of them, I suppose.